Welcome to the KDrama Coffee Break. I'm Jen.
I'm Marisa, and you are you. Thank you for being here.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. If you are new here, this is the KThree KDrama Coffee Break, where we just hang out with all of our K-drama besties and chat about what we're watching. And that's about it. That's the sum of everything. So jump in the comments, chat with everybody, tell us what you're thinking, and how's everybody doing? How are you, Marisa?
I'm good, but I think we do have a special birthday message for somebody, right?
We do. Yes.
So when the KThree started, there were three of us.
Three.
Three friends. And it's our friend Karen's birthday today. So happy birthday, Karen.
Oh wait, what is I think this
is. Oh wait, this one?
This one? There we go.
Oh, that one.
Lasers and confetti, Karen.
Yay.
Happy birthday.
I didn't know about this one. Did I? Yay, there we go.
Yay. So yes, happy birthday. I hope you're having the greatest day ever watching delightful K-dramas. Marisa, it's so good to see you. Did you feel that earthquake today?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Oh my God. My cat was so freaked out that he literally burrowed into my sweatshirt and I'm like, dude, I got to get ready for the show. And so that's why my hair is in a bandana today.
No, mine were one of them stood up and the other one just couldn't even be bothered to stand up. He was just kind of sniffing around and 10 seconds later, they're both back asleep.
Oh, good. My cat got really low to the ground for the next 10 minutes and was trying to figure out what was coming up out of the ground. And then he burrowed into my, Amy B, I saw you over on Discord. Yeah. We were talking about that one. This one I felt. Yeah. They're making their way down, right? So crazy. Who do we have today? What do we got in our little group today? Let's see. We got Jill. We got Calvin. We got Gina. Hi, guys. Amy B. We got the Texas Teach. We got Kate. Gina. Good to see you again. Duck8926. Andrea. WT. What a great crew. I'm so excited, you guys. I'm so excited. Oh, so many good things happening in K-drama land, right?
But there is one major show that the one that I dropped, that everybody wants to talk about.
Can I tell you what cracks me up the most is when we're the biggest show in K-drama land. One of us dropped it. Or we
both happens.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
It happens.
It's not me. I think it's hilarious. It happens so often with us. I love it. That's what I love about us. We always leave room for the people who are nope, no, not happening.
Well, I might pick it, are we heading into a slump? I'm seeing a lot of people saying the slump is coming.
I think so.
When we get to open forum, as you know, hopefully you've all signed up for our newsletter. Jen will go through the calendar because there are some additional new shows coming up in June, but it's not the heyday of K-dramas right now.
No, I mean,
so even having one is amazing.
Right. I think we had a good run to June. I think summer's going to be as usual, pretty sparse in my opinion. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. A lovely runner. Oh, our Pepito, so good to see you. We got 2.6. So that's good. Yes, Amy, that was our earthquake here, but it felt like it was directly under my apartment for some reason this time. It was like, oh my God.
Well, it was southwest of southwest. Near South Pasadena. So yeah.
Oh, it was literally in our backyard.
It was your neighborhood.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Right. Where we can, yes, there are 8. I only have 7. How many do I have? Oh, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 7. I'm missing one clearly. Caitlin will have to let me know. But yeah, we'll get to that in the open forum. So I think the reason why most of us are here while we have all gathered here today is to discuss the lovely runner finale and series as a whole. Correct, Marisa?
Yes. I haven't seen my Instagram blow up like this in a while, where everyone was just so happy. And then now we're heading into the backlash.
Right?
Things.
Yes.
Yeah.
As always, the rubber band stretched only too far, and now it's snapping back. I will say, in all my years of watching K-drama, I have never, and it's not as long as other people, I'm just saying in my brief sojourn into this land, I have never seen a show dedicate its finale to so much fan service ever and pull it off. Sometimes you're just,
Really?
okay, yeah. Like I get
More
it.
than the Secretary Kim fairy tale wedding?
More than that. It was, unfortunately, the backlash is a lot of like the actress versus the actor, and there's some stuff about what the director said, and there's a lot of like weird, bizarre stuff coming out. Like, yeah, it's just.
Yeah, also he seems to have some Sesang
Oh,
fans
right, that's
following him
right.
now.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
that too.
So, like, it's not backlash against the show, it's like the
Oh, no.
negative wave that's
Yeah.
coming, and the director said some really horrible things about, um, Kim what's her name?
Kim Hae.
Kim Hae-yoon's looks
Yeah.
versus her talent, and it was just like, the usual degradation of women and how we are defined by our looks and less by our talent and things like that. So,
Yeah.
yes, exactly,
Exactly.
Victoria. It's
That's
like
exactly what it is. Like, why? She's a lovely actress, and I mean, let's be honest, she's a lovely human being. Like, she's hardly someone you need to be talking. You don't need to talk about a woman's look at all anyway, but she is clearly an attractive woman. So to even remotely attempt to make it was a
and
horribly sexist, horrible thing to say.
And from
Exactly.
the director, like, who the power dynamic is maintained when the director, denigrates his star who, yes, Byung-wook, huge star now, but the show was
Yeah.
her. It's her story, and yeah,
And
I'm
that's the thing.
just
Like her name is the reason that show got produced.
Mhm,
Until this show, he could not get a show produced. She had the capital, to get
mhm,
the name, to get it going. And now he's, yeah, oh, that's good to see, Victoria. I'm glad to see that because he does seem to be very fond of her. So that's lovely.
mhm.
I refuse to dive into the massive amount of things that are happening on Twitter where people are once again deciding they're married in real life with 3 kids. I just can't. Right? Exactly, Decade 926. We all started it because we all know that Kim Hae-yoon brings a good project, right? That's what most of us did. We're like, "Oh, we trust her.
Yeah,
We trust her and her projects," right? Yeah. And it
mhm,
was really
mhm.
enjoyable. So, all right, let's stop talking about the negative stuff. Let's talk about what we loved about Lovely Runner. So, um, the finale. I I'll be honest, there was moments where I was like, "Okay, let's wrap it up," and then they would do something else, and I was like, "That's adorable." It really hit it really stuck the landing in all ways that made us feel like it was all worth it. It was all earned. We didn't just get one scene of them together. We got multiple scenes of them together in various ways of it happening. And I love the fact, like his faux proposal that didn't happen because he knew that she wanted to become a director, so he wanted to hold off and let her achieve her dream before he like glommed onto it. Like there were just some really lovely there's just some really lovely moments in it. And I thought that it just ended really well. And if you haven't watched it yet or want to binge it, it's you're going to be satisfied. It's really great. Right, Victoria? It was lovely. It was, it literally was just lovely. The ending that we always wanted from all, exactly, Kate. Like it's that, yeah, everything worked out. There were many tears, there were many laughters, there were many kisses. It was,
So,
you know,
there was no last-minute trauma?
no. And that I was actually reading something the writer said, and she basically said the same thing we all complain about. She's like, I didn't want to have the drama have that episode 14 breakup between them. So what I decided in my show is that the breakup would be fate. And that's what it was. The couple themselves never fought or broke up. Fate just kept killing him off. And she had to keep going back in time to save him. And it was just, yeah, right? Oh my god, Amy, I love adult dating and romance. You know I do. I hate when they act like 30-year-olds don't know how to kiss. It makes me crazy. I'm like, "Stop." He is an idol or an actor or someone in the industry, they know how to kiss. Let's be honest. Come on now. But yeah, so I appreciated that that was not all pearl clutching. But my question to all of you, let's see. I thought he said she needed to be sure she was his right. Okay, cool. Sorry, Andrew, I'm like muttering to myself. Yes. She did great. Yeah. There were a lot of timelines. So my question to all of you which timeline was your favorite? I probably should have done a poll, but I did not. My favorite was the episode 8 timeline. The first time she goes back and they're adults, and then they run into each other on the bridge again. That was my favorite. I mean, I enjoyed the ending. Don't get me wrong; it was lovely, but that was my favorite. Let's see. The hug at the beginning, yes. Oh, Kate, yes. Let's talk about Halmony. I feel like we needed more from her. I feel like she was our linchpin. She seemed to know constantly that our girl was time traveling. And she had the watch at the end there, and she threw it into the river when we no longer needed the watch. Like, there were a couple of like plot holes there, not plot holes, but there were a couple of loose threads that I would have liked to be sewn up just a little bit more, for sure. Let's see. Calvin's favorite was the college timeline. That was fun. I like that one. Episode 8 set us up for episode 16. It did, but I still preferred 8. Andrea, thank you. Jen, probably
dipped out.
Exactly, Gina. You know me well. That kiss was the best kiss in the whole show. So if you're looking for the kiss from Jen, go to episode 8. You'll be more than satisfied. The second timeline had a level of desperation. Agreed. Let's see. I had a feeling Grandma knew everything. She just played dumb so people would notice. Yeah, right. It was a strange character that I wasn't really sure what was happening.
So did they ever address who her father was and who his mother was?
Nope. Never.
Okay.
Which to some extent I actually appreciate. I feel like sometimes that's a episode 13 plot twist that we're suddenly like, why?
Oh, Deduct 8926. That hit you personally, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. I mean, it was a lovely, it was beautiful. And I loved that scene. It was such a great scene, but she clearly also knew more of what was going on, but was it because of the dementia? Because she was already traveling the timelines herself? Like that would have been an interesting thing. Oh, how many?
That would have been.
Yep. I mean, that's what I was saying. Like, is that what it was? Like, so she just always was kind of there. It was interesting. Did I sleep through the explanation or scene about how Soul ended up in a wheelchair? Oh, that was like episode 1 or 2. Somehow, when she in the original, this is where I get hazy. The original timeline. This is the other problem. So many people micromanaged every timeline on Twitter with theories, and I read way too many of them. So I'm not sure if what's coming out of my mouth is theory or if it's actually what I saw. So I apologize. You guys can all correct me. But I believe in the original timeline, when she was either run over by the taxi driver with the taxi, or she was abducted and in escaping got run over by him and ended up in the river, ended up paralyzed. I think that's what the original timeline was.
I thought it was the fall into the river.
Was it? Okay. Yeah.
I can't recall though, but yeah. But it definitely was in that first timeline.
Yeah, exactly. And like there were some people who theorized that he was a time traveler. I also thought that he was probably going to end up being a time traveler, but they theorized he was the original time traveler and saved her from dying in that accident. And so I'm kind of, things are starting to conflate with reality and what some of these theories were. It was a little weird.
Well, also, like, time travel seems to be the theme of this year, like with Atypical Family and Twinkling Watermelon. And I can't even remember what it was last year, but it's definitely the theme this year. And then they just start conflating and confusing, and I don't know.
Right? And then we have dads from this show as dads in the other show. And I'm like, wait a second, what is which storyline am I talking about you in? Oh, wait, no, that's the other show. It's like so confusing.
Yeah, that's so right.
Confused. So confused. Oh my God. Let's see. Yeah. She had how many had 2 go rounds on the watch and she threw it and had 0? Oh, Kate.
Really?
Now that's a good one. I did not notice that. And you're the first person to mention that. And let me tell you, the Twitter people they're rabid. So the fact that you picked that up and they didn't, I applaud you. Well done.
Nicely done.
Right. Let's see. Yeah, Gina. So the taxi driver was just a killer. The guy who played the taxi driver, who was having the greatest time ever. I guess he was basically a background actor who was working his way up and this was like his big breakout role. And he went to all of the like pop-ups and all of that kind of stuff. He was adorable. I loved him. I was very excited for him. But he was basically like, "Hey guys, there's no backstory. He's just a bad guy. He just wanted to kill her." And I was like, "That's awesome. Thank you. I love that." I wasn't expecting that, but I love that. It was great.
That's kind of hilarious.
Right?
He wasn't wronged at some point. He was just evil.
Just evil. And he's just like, "Let it go. That's good. Let that one go." I was like, "That's amazing. I love it." And I can't believe we haven't mentioned my favorite little nugget. Kim Tae-sung, the actor who played Kim Tae-sung, whose name I've just forgotten, so I'm gonna pull his little name up right now.
Oh wait, here he is.
It's
Song Gun-hee.
Song Gun-hee.
Yeah.
So much. Thomas, I can't wait to see him again. I can't wait to see him again. I really enjoyed in that show where there was a rivalry between the two male leads, but it never got to those epic proportions. Like they still were friends. Like I really enjoyed that. And can we just talk briefly about Kim Tae-sung as a police officer in the final timeline in his black leathers and shit? Thank you. Thank
really?
You, thank you. Yeah, I was very happy with that.
Oh, all sorts of fan service then.
Oh my God, so much Marisa, I have never seen a full episode of so much fan service in my years of watching it. Yeah. So, my God, their banter was fantastic. Thank you, Duck. The best second lead I've seen in forever. I love him. I loved it. Yep. Thank you, guys. Thank you for reinforcing my love over there. I appreciate that. Yes. Oh, so yeah. So talk anything else, or did we miss anything? Did we not cover anything in the Lovely Runner that we should cover? It was just a satisfying time slip drama. Like, I mean, I don't know what else to say. It was funny when it needed to be funny. I mean, there was a lot of crying. I mean, I would say my only big quibble is like, there's a lot of crying. So much crying. You know me and crying. But
I love all the music that's been coming out of this. And if KCON had their act together, they should have them perform.
Right? Bring Eclipse to LA, KCON.
Right?
Come on. I dare you. Let's see. I also had a good car chase. You got that right? Yeah. It did, Kate. It was just exactly. It's exactly what a rom-com should be. You have the setup, you've got the angst, and then you've got a glorious wrap up where everybody is happy. It was so good. It was so satisfying. Yep. The OST was fantastic. I can't wait to talk OSTs for the other shows we have because it is a fucking earworm, y'all. Already didn't exist in the webtoon. I read that, Caitlin. Yeah, they had to create him because I guess in the webtoon, originally it was his band member who had a crush on Soul. And the writer was like, I want him to have a friend he can count on. And so she created the Kim Tae-sung character to give him that rivalry. And I'm like, I love this writer so much. So much. Yeah. Right? Right? Okay, 926, the songs that I just blanked on his name, but Sunjay sang himself were so good. Oh my gosh.
And I also love Lee Sung-hyub, who was the band member, because he was in a group and flying, and so it's all over Instagram and TikTok now, like older, just him singing, which is really great. They're like everyone's stupidly talented,
right? Like it was really cute. Now, question for you, Marisa. I know that you didn't really dig Kim Hae-yoon, and that's why you dropped it. Was there any other reasons? Do you think you'll go back and maybe watch it now that everyone has ended up loving it so much? What are your thoughts? I'm curious.
Yeah, so the reason I dropped it was because she was so perky, and I couldn't, like, I don't know what's going on in my life. That she was too happy for me. Like, which sounds so definitely a reflection on me. So
it's that Scorpio moon you got, Marisa. It's your Scorpio moon.
I know. I was just not having it. I don't know why. It was too happy and sunny, and she was too Miss Sunshine. So like the Atypical Family was much more my speed right now because everyone's a mess, a freaking emotional, psychological mess. And I'm loving that. But but if we're heading into this summer slump, I'll definitely pick it up because I only dropped it like what 3 weeks ago. I mean,
okay.
yeah, I mean, I got to the college, sleepover drinking. What do they call that? The
Oh,
sleepover thing
they're called like
with all
the
with all the gay things.
MT, like membership training or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I made it to there. So I will definitely pick it up because it's been a while since I've seen this many people be like incredibly satisfied and happy about the ending. There
Oh,
hasn't been a lot of voices like mine that are like, eh. So I will dive back in. I
right.
will.
Oh no, I think yeah, it's there are a few that are like, yeah, it just didn't work for
You
me,
ate
which
me.
complete I mean, come on. Are you kidding me? I drop things for the dumbest reasons. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think you might I think as a binge, you can just parse it out knowing you're getting a happy ending. You can be like, "Oh, I can go to bed now. It's
Yeah.
great." Where like, yeah, it
Right.
was yeah, I have quibbles with Duck 8926. I'm right there with you. All right, so I think that's a perfect segue into Atypical Family. Let's dive in, y'all. All right, Marisa. Atypical Family. Talk to me. What you
Oh,
said you love it because they're a hot mess of a
they
family.
are. Every single one of them. They have these superpowers, which actually kind of makes them blind to who they are as people. Like we have the mom, oh my
Mhm.
god, who thinks
She's
she
awful.
knows everything because she can see the future. But the thing is she understands nothing, right?
Nothing.
Nothing. And then we have the sister, Claudia Kim, who, you know, thought she had so much. They only showed her flying a little bit, but
Mhm.
it was a physical talent. And yet she's so disconnected from her body, like complete, so she ends up overweight and now she's trying to lose weight, but she's doing it in the worst way, in a terrible way. Like she's not eating and she's over exercising, but she's like, I think that character started out problematic for me, and I'm really glad someone as talented as Claudia Kim was playing her because she is such a talented actor and it doesn't devolve into stereotype with her.
Right.
Like there's a very strong character there. And she just needs to dump the fiance. So
God, he's yeah. Yeah.
yeah. But I
What
love that there's such heart between I did not watch today's episode, which is 10. So after episode 9, I just love that there's such heart between father and daughter and that they're yeah, right? It's
I
sweet.
love
That
the
little
father and
girl,
daughter.
my god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's so wildly talented. Um,
right?
Duck 8926, I'm just not feeling the main couple. I have to agree with that. I like them both
Really?
individually. I think
Uh-huh.
both characters are great, but the romance between the 2, I'm just kinda like, "Did we really set this up as well?" I mean, I don't feel the connection between them as much as I feel
Okay.
like I should with only 2 episodes to go.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, Sharvie,
I like them
18 yeah, it's a little bit disjointed for me. There's certain things where I'm like, "This is amazing," and then I'm like, "What is happening?" And then I'm like, "I love it. I don't love it." It's I'm kind of all over the board on it, but I will say its
Hmm.
OST and its musical score is brilliant. Like, every time they
Yes.
kick in that song, every time he goes back in time, I'm like,
Uh-huh.
and the black and white, it's just I think it's visually a stunning piece of art. Yeah.
I did notice that, especially since Hagwon hits you over the head with this song that doesn't always jive with the vibe. This show does. This show kind of nails it, especially the end music. It's just there's a kind of a questioning in the music that plays directly to what you're seeing on screen because it's always kind of a what's happening? Did he go back in time? Which one am I looking at? So it's just yes, I definitely am into the music on this one.
Right.
It is
Oh,
about healing, and we know how Jen feels about healing dramas, generally speaking.
I mean, listen, I'm all for healing. I appreciate healing. I just feel many healing dramas don't quite get to the crux of what needs to be healed. They kind of are like, "Here, you're in love, healed." I'm like, okay, all right. I think the daughter's healing journey has been beautiful. Like that one has been
Mhm.
really good, especially episode 9, I thought was beautiful and how
Yeah.
her and her father
Mhm.
finally connected and all of that. Um, the episode 10, for those who watched it, it just really fell flat for me. I don't know what it is. We only have 2 more episodes left, so I'm
Mhm.
just really curious where this show is going. Let's see, what is everybody else saying? Ugh, oh,
That's right. So this is 12, not 16.
Correct. Let's see. I'm here for the daughter-father relationship. Yep. Oh my God, their part in episode 9 was just gorgeous. And it did. It made me cry. I got a little choked up. I got choked up, y'all, which means I should just on principle hate it. But I actually didn't. Right? I was like, this seems like a filler episode. It seems bizarre. I don't know what's happening. Like, what is happening? Yeah. Yeah. Why was the dad so scared of the scammer? Right? Yep, exactly. Like, there were some moments where I'm just like, I feel like we haven't really built out. I just feel like the healing that we're supposed to be witnessing in the next 2 episodes, I feel like hasn't really been built up correctly because we got hammered over the head with all of their issues for episodes on end. Like, how are we getting them out of here? Like, this one magical woman, like, it's just this magical person shows up and now all their, I don't know. Like, I almost want the 2 families to join together, except the mom of the other family is so wretched. Like,
oh yeah. The cons are immense. But yeah, I will say that story-wise, after what they did between the father, Jenn Ki-young, and his daughter, so good, right? And so complete. It's very incomplete. They haven't spent a whole lot of time on the other characters, on the mom, on the dad, on the sister. It's kind of surfacey. It hasn't gone too deep into it. It's a little kind of how shall I say it? Not black or white, but it's just like, here's their issue, and you haven't really gone too much more into it.
And here's the other thing about 10, and I don't think this is a spoiler of any great import. So I apologize if it is. If you want to tap out, I totally understand. But our girl, Bok Dong-hee, goes from being the overweight woman overworking herself to lose weight with her trainer Grace. And then suddenly in the very next scene, she's back to being the model version of herself in a wedding dress. And I'm like, how much time has elapsed? Like, how did we get here? Like, it's stuff like that I just feel, but she still can't fly. So I feel like that's a huge issue, right? So she's lost all the weight, but she still is weighed down by something, right? And so it's these big leaps that I'm just kind of like, wait, what is happening, show? Yes. Andrea, you haven't watched Should I Dive In? Yes. Ish. I would definitely give it a shot. Take a look. You might really. Some people love it. Some people are super into it. Some people are like me and in the middle, kind of like I'm watching it and I'm enjoying it, but I have quibbles. I have a lot of quibble juice going on. And other people are like, absolutely not. Hard pass. So let's see. What did you
say? It's
Zempic.
It's different and it's full of surprises. So it's the tropes. They're definitely tropes.
Exactly.
If you like time travel and if you like there are a lot of moments that are really sad though.
Yeah.
So depending on what you want to feel.
Yeah, it's such a weird show because I watch it every week and some weeks I'm like, wow, I really enjoy the show. And some weeks I'm like, I think I'm going to drop it. And then I'm like, no, I'm going to watch it. And then no, it's kind of all over the board. I started Atypical because of the cast. Absolutely. Not disappointed. Trying to figure out the time travel is right. The In-Ah character is probably the best character for sure. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually probably a good call, Decade 926. Because I mean, and I will say this about this show. It's one of the few K-dramas I have absolutely no idea how it's going to end.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, huh. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Like, quirky and unpredictable. And I think that's why I like it.
Like
I like, we talked about this. I like Jenn Ki-young damaged.
He does damaged so well. Like I almost don't believe him in his happy scenes. He does damage so well, right? Yeah, hey, Andrea. Guys, that really was not very helpful.
I know.
Right?
It's so different. It's cut from a kind of a different cloth. So
yeah.
It's hard to say. What was your favorite drama before this? I mean, that you've watched recently. Let us know. That'll help us with.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, Andrea, for sure. Yeah, let us know on that. Let's see. Okay, Caitlin watched it for Jenn Ki-young. Yep, I think that's 90% of the reason I tapped in for sure. Cinematography is gorgeous, absolutely. I don't cry very often, but yeah. Oh, okay. Damn, I was so afraid to watch episode 10. Oh, it's weird. It's weirdly, in my opinion, again, it's Jenn. I'm kind of a cold bitch. It is kind of devoid of emotional investment, weirdly, for what happens. It's very bizarre.
I wonder what they're setting up.
Right? But when he went back 100 times for that kiss, maybe right? That's what I'm saying. There's some great moments that you're just like, I like that. It's amazing. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Caitlin. Yeah. I do
mean,
like that female lead also,
I
especially since she's
love
also
her.
in the she's also in the 8 show where her character is just like cuckoo bananas. So, you know.
Yeah, let's see.
Um,
Let's see. Tessa LA is late, but she loves. Yep, first up, right? Yep, lovely
mhm.
runner, crushing it. Okay, so Marisa, I think we have a giveaway that we wanted to talk about
That's
after
right.
Lovely
We
Runner,
do.
but we've punted it to after Atypical Family.
I forgot.
Y'all.
So, thanks to my friend Catherine Bourne Taylor, who has a show here. She invited Grace Jung, who has the podcast KDrama School and has also written this book. So Grace is also a comedian, and so she was in Catherine's show, which is called Obsessed, which you should check out if you're here in Los Angeles. But Grace was handing out her book because she's about to move to the Midwest. She's an academic. She's also a professor. So she was handing out her book, and I grabbed a few. Actually, they just got passed around, and she was like, "Give them to your friends." So you guys are our friends. So we're gonna do a giveaway. I have a book to give away. And because we're your K-drama besties, we're going to throw in a K3 mug as well. And this is open to anyone around the world. All you need to do is be sure to sign up for our newsletter. So if you are already signed up for our newsletter, you are already in. So yeah, just you've got till Friday. Make sure you're signed up. We will randomly pick a winner and then we'll notify you by email. But we will send you this book and we will send you a K3 mug.
We are probably going to send you a link to order your favorite K3 mug, because then we will not ship it. But you'll get something in the book with the book, a card that'll have the link in there for you. So yeah, it's exciting.
So
it's like
and while you're at it,
day with K-dramas.
Yes. So while you're at it, also Grace's handle is KDrama School, and she's got a podcast. And she was born in Korea, raised in the States, and she's, like I said, she's an academic and a big K-drama fan. Her PhD is in media studies and culture. So what she brings to this book is just everything I love. Korean history, Korean culture, a better understanding of like where these characters come from or who some of these actors are and the reputation they bring into a show. So it is just, I told her, it's like, sitting down. It's like this. It's like sitting down and talking to your friends. Her writing style is super approachable and easy. She gets very vulnerable and very personal. And I'm loving the book so far. So I hope you guys do too. And yay. Congratulations to our soon-to-be winner.
It's going to be so exciting. Yeah. So sign up for that newsletter and we will do a random drawing and we will get that out to you. It's going to be great. I've read the first couple of chapters. Unfortunately, I'm back to full-time work, so I have no time. But I did read the first couple of chapters and it's like all that kind of like juicy inside baseball kind of stuff that you're just like, oh, that's what that means. And I love it. Yeah. It's a great book. All right. Yay. Giveaways. All right. So the next one, I think maybe like me and 3 other people are watching this one, but is anybody else watching Midnight Romance in Hagwon? Anyone? Anyone out there?
I was reading this morning how a bunch of people have dropped it because there's no chemistry between the leads and there's no romance really between the leads. And I was like,
lies, lies, lies. Lies, Gina, me. All right, WT. Yes, Calvin with the all caps. My people, come talk to me. There was a ton of buildup to episodes. What are we on, you guys? Like 5 and 6, 7, 8. Where are we? You think I would know this by now? We just had episode 8, so we just hit the halfway turn, right? And the romance is on after episode 8. I only got halfway through this episode because earthquake and cat and the whole thing. I'm really enjoying it, and this is why. They're real people. There's no, and I can't believe I'm saying this because you guys know I love fantasy, I love sci-fi, I love the whole thing. But it's like this, the reason I'm loving it is for Jung Won's character, Sohei Jin. She's amazing. I love watching her. She is a just a working girl who basically has thrown her life into her job. She has no life outside of her job. And then her past student, who she was very fond of because he was there when she was at her lowest point and she helped get into school, he disrupts all of that. And it's watching her navigate that. As much as I like Lee Ha-joon, he is not the reason I'm watching it. They have I think they have lovely chemistry. Let's see. What is relatable to me? Oh, okay. Oh, Shavi understands the Hagwon. I feel like the environment of the Hagwon is the academic pressure is there, but I also feel like it's not, unlike Sky Castle, where that was the entire story, was getting these kids into college and what you had to do. Absolutely, Sharvie. That is my thing. Like, his character doesn't do a lot for me because there's not really a lot of growth there for him. He basically gets whatever he wants and he moves on, right? And yes, it's adorable. Like, listen, it's Lee Ha-joon. I'm never going to complain, ever. But
can you imagine if Lee Ha-joon was at your cram school?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Right? I would get nothing done. You know what? I mean, I love his confidence. It's amazing. I'm hoping he gets smacked down a little bit, though. It's a little bit overwhelming.
Just that's what drove me nuts. He, like, not even a day, and he's in there making suggestions and changes, and I'm like, oh my God, you're every guy I went to business school with. Like,
right? So, I mean, he's that guy, right? And I think what I love about the show and what's working for me on the show is that did you guys watch today's episode? Did everybody out there? There is a scene with her and her best friend who is played by, she's a lawyer, and she's played by, let's see if we can find her. Hold, please. Oh, no, that's a teacher. Nope, teacher. I think, and nope, that's the mom. Teacher. Oh God. Oh, is it her? Yes. The best friend lawyer. They have such a great scene today in today's episode where, and they have the best episode. They have the greatest conversations because they're friends and we get to listen to the friends discuss what's going on. And it's like these two friends are just talking about, she's already married. And so she's talking to her friend. She's like, should we start the blind dating round again? Should I help you with that? And she's like, no. And then she starts explaining what it is about her life that's just, she doesn't think romance is a part of it. And so she feels silly getting involved with, Juno, which I think is hilarious. And so, but it was such a great scene with these two women having conversations about what it's like to be women and wanting certain things and wanting romance, but not thinking you deserve it anymore at this point. It was just a great scene, and they're drunk as shit, and they both the wife ends up calling both her husband and getting Juno to come pick up. And so the two guys walk into into the lawyer's office and sees the two girls passed out and they're stone sober. It was hilarious and I loved it. It was just, if it wasn't for the fact that you know how much our girl Hae-jin wants this to happen, he would be overwhelming and I would hate him. But the fact that we know this is something she wants and wants to pursue, I'm like, all right, you can be that obnoxious. All right, I'll let you. That's fine. So anyway, those are my thoughts. Let's see. Anybody else? She's great, but hard to believe she never dated. I mean, yes and no. I mean, she works 15 hours a day and on weekends. There's no time to date. As someone who, when I'm on a show, works 12 to 14 hours a day, dating is not something you even have the energy to entertain, even if you get a date, which also doesn't happen very often. So who would she date? The people in her office, maybe, but clearly that never happened in the last 10 or 12 years. She's not going outside because she's never leaving that Hagwon. So that part didn't throw me off too much. Right? Exactly. Like no life. Yeah. There's no life. The students are their lives. That's it. Let's see. Watching for Bo, right? Okay.
Hi, Nora.
Hi,
welcome.
Nora. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, right? I will also say that I also am liking that even though there's this rivalry between the Grey Witch and her Hagwon and the Hagwon that our girl Soye Jin works at, they aren't like undermining each other in a violent way. It's just basic business, corporate bullshit, scheduling your class at the same time they're scheduling their class and that kind of stuff.
Oh,
And so I'm happy that it's not like this violent, aggressive, like, Chosen era, fighting, for the land type of argument that's happening.
but
So
we do need to mention the Gray Witch because
yes, the
oh
Grey
my
Witch
god,
is the
she's
greatest.
one of our favorites.
Yes.
So Jungyeon, oh my god. Since where did we first see her? I get Descendants of the Sun, right?
Yes.
Every character she plays is so memorable. And she with her hair and her like spiked stilettos. Oh,
That
I
wig
love
they
her.
have on her, it I don't think that wig has moved in any episode I've ever seen. It is that thing is, like, tight, and it is full, and it is so aquanetted. I am like, that is an amazing thing that's happening right there, and she looks magnificent in it. Like, I feel like she will just take you down. I love her so much. You
Oh
know
my
what,
god.
Shabby? I will say that I actually am enjoying this one far more than Spring Night and Something in the Rain, and I think it's because I enjoy the 2 leads much more for some reason.
Yeah, we should talk about this director because it is the same vibe and the same pace through all of these shows, and it's practically the same cast except for the leads. So, which I think is fun because I work for a theater company. We have an ensemble of actors and we love seeing them in different roles. So
Right?
there is that. But yeah, I- it's a certain pace and it's a lot slower and a lot more real, and also the way he films it, the cinematography is kind of cold.
Mm,
It has that kind of gray cast to it. I think it's not the usual bright, like if you look at that compared to Lovely Runner, I mean completely different shows
right.
obviously, but like Lovely Runner is, even when it's dark, it's bright.
Mhm.
And this is like kind of not.
But this one more than any of the other 2 that he's done, I feel like I'm watching almost like a docu-series of
Yeah.
teachers teaching in a hagwon, and it's like a reality series. And, like, even
Mhm.
the shots, like, when they're and maybe my TV is just too is needs to have the gain go up, but it's so dark. Like, it's so dark. I'm like, "What are they doing? Like, what's happening?" Like, but it
Yeah,
does
it's
feel like
happening.
a winter show, right? It is
Mhm.
peaceful, but I feel like I'm watching real people, which I don't know why, but for some reason I'm really enjoying. And I also, aside from Juno being like one of the most confident human beings on the planet, I appreciate that they're adults being real adults. Like they're not pretending. Again, it's not pearl clutching. It's not like this weird, like, they're acting like real adults would act. They are kissing like normal adults. They are flirting like normal adults. Like it's the friends are talking about things like normal adults. It's not, it's so no, not yet, Gina. They keep making that weird teacher though. They keep like doing like weird shots of him, like breaking out into a cold sweat or smoking. I'm like, what is happening here? Like, what are you doing? Like, let's just anyway. But I'm really enjoying it. Maybe it's just again, like you say, Marisa. I think maybe it's just what I need right now. Like, who knows? But I am really enjoying it. Let's see, Sharpie. The lighting is in the same. I must say he loves to shoot at night and dark lighting, right? Yeah, right. Oh, right, he does seem more pitiful. Like I'm torn between him, like, taking a header off the building or, like, becoming a Hagwon teacher himself by the end of the show. I'm, like, worried for him, but I'm also afraid he's gonna, like, go on a rampage. Like, he's a very strange, unnecessary character in my opinion, but
Hmm.
this director seems to like to put some rando, threat into his scripts. Tense music when Grey Witch silently fumes. It's right. I know. Oh my god, she's an intense lady. She's an intense lady. So yeah. So I'm really, really enjoying it. Mostly like I said, because I'm enjoying watching the Sohei Jin character finally get to live life after she's put so much time saving her family and making money and living this life in this hagwon. And I'm digging it. It is so soap opera-ish. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what I like about it. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I just know I'm enjoying it and I like it a lot and it's satisfying. So there we go. Midnight Romance in Hagwon. All right, Marisa. I think you watched the 8 show. How was that? Did anyone
I
else out there watch?
did. Man, we love our dystopian, everyone locked in an environment and having to fight it out with some sort of silent overlord. They just keep coming at us. So,
Right.
this one though is like Netflix coded. There are all of these documents and things that are like that look like the Netflix logo. It's black with like red capital letters and like
Really?
yeah. But it's violent, it's tense, it's I think someone said there's a lot of secondhand embarrassment. There is so stressful. I definitely had to skip through some of the parts because it was like, there was a little of a Clockwork Orange type of violence in there. It was intense. It was intense, but ultimately, yeah, Nora, it's 8 episodes, so there's that. And there's some just incredible actors in this, but man, it's it it's it's violent, but it's because you get to know all of the characters really well, it hurts even more. So
Um,
if you're in the mood for that, Andrea, I don't know if this is your kind of show. I don't think so. If Chloe and Scarlett Heart Rio were ones you really like, but this one, the 8 show, holy cow. So if you're in the mood for, yeah, it's stressful.
oh,
Dystopian. I found it interesting though that they have, so it's about hierarchy, it's about capitalism, it's about power, it's about alliances, but on the two ends of the spectrum, you've got two artists, which I found really interesting. Like they made, I think Chun Hee, she plays. So all right, you've got 8 people who find themselves because they're about to end their lives out of despair and lack of money, that they end up taking this challenge and they're locked into this kind of warehouse, and we don't know their names. Each of them has their own floor, and so there's 8 of them, and they're all earning money and they're earning time, and they're things they have to do collectively, but they're also things that they get rewarded for individually. And those the woman on the 8th floor earns the most money just for existing. The person on the 1st floor earns the least, right? So that creates this tension and dynamic and jealousy and all sorts of things. But what's really interesting is the 8th floor, she's like a performance artist. Like it's a kind of art that's inaccessible. It's challenging and it's hard and you kind of don't always get it. And then on our 1st floor, he's a clown. Like it's the most he's the kind of artist that's the most easily understood and accepted. And so I found that like dichotomy really interesting, and there's a bigger commentary there. I haven't quite figured out what it is yet, but it was and then you have all these people in between, and man, the desperation, and the humanity that comes and goes. I don't know. We just like as like a global society, we seem to love these kinds of things. So
right?
yeah.
Huh. When they started talking about pooping and
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. It's yeah, like I said, it's violent. It's violent.
you're like, it's violent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm not sure
Yeah.
I'm in the mood for that. I mean, I'm always
Yeah.
intrigued, but I'm, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe one day I'll be like, yes. Right now, I don't know. Let's see. Sounds intriguing. People are like on the fence. We have pooping and peeing not going to happen. Is the violence
Mm-hmm.
justified? I don't like senseless violence. Caitlin then says that it is justified depending on who you're
Mm-hmm.
watching.
Yeah.
Interesting. So is the setup very
It
Squid Game-esque where it's just this like invisible overlord
mm-hmm.
that's like, hey, come on, and then
Mm-hmm.
okay. Did they
Yeah.
tee it up for like a season 2 like they did with Squid Game?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They
Ah,
did.
okay.
They kind of reference Squid Game in that way. They reference Netflix. You guys, if you've watched it, the credits are really long, right? Make sure you watch the epilogue in episode 8. It's in the middle of the credits. So it's pretty easy to miss because you probably skipped the credits in the other episodes, but like episode 8, there's an epilogue in there. So if you haven't seen it, go back and check it out.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll watch. I don't know. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. I actually completely off what did we call it that one time when we were like supplementing? I'm totally supplementing. And I was watching Fallout, so I feel like my angst level of dystopian is kind of maxed out right now with Fallout. So,
oh man,
God, it was exhausting. All right, you guys.
Nora, the Burning Sun scandal. Oh my God.
I guess we're going to.
I don't know if I can watch it. It is infuriating. That Seungri and the other guy are out in like less than 2 years, and I think it just makes me so mad, and that there are so many victims involved. I don't know. So, but it's good the BBC did this, because there has to be a commentary on what is going on in the justice system in Korea.
Oh yeah, it's a good documentary. I feel like they covered a lot of things that maybe we didn't get because we were getting it from like a variety of what's happening. We're getting all of our news when it was happening from a variety of translated sources, whether they were good translations or bad translations. And this documentary, being the BBC, had, kind of all that data already like it was given it to you in a way and a timeline that you could follow. And so if it's something, it was a good documentary to kind of follow what it was. I mean, it was enraging. It was absolutely enraging. But it was, if you are interested in learning more about that whole situation scenario, it was definitely very good. Let's see. Okay, open forum, guys. I guess that's great segue into open forum. Burning Sun. What else are you guys watching out there? Do we want to talk about the June premiere calendar while you guys fill up the comments?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, you guys. Oh, yeah. It's true. I feel like timeline coming better now. Right? I know. Everyone forgets about it. I mean, listen, my biggest quibble about the whole, I'm going to take this down. My biggest quibble about the whole thing is that those two got off after only 2 years in jail. And I always screw him up. Yuan is on his fifth trial for drug abuse, as if that's the worst crime you can. I'm like, the man needs help. Anyway, that's where I start to get a little bit. I mean, and listen, it's enraging all across the board, but that really just makes me nuts.
Yeah.
All right. So this is our calendar for June. It looks like we got 7. I'm not counting that one. Unless Caitlin, are you counting Dreaming of a Freaking Fairy Tale as one of your premieres? You dropped both. I dropped them too, Kate, but I want to know about Frankly Speaking. I want people to let me know what's happening there, because I dropped it because I had second lead syndrome way too bad.
Yeah, I heard the ratings are not good.
I mean, it was a cute show, but then they got that whole triangle thing got on my nerves, and I was just like, all right, so you guys, we got player. Wait, what is this one? Can I get rid of this? Can I get rid of you? Can you go away? Yes. All right, guys, I'm super jazzed. The one drama I'm super excited about in June is this one, Player Master of Swindlers 1 and 2. Or that's the episodes 1 and 2. The premiere, it is. Yeah, I'm so excited for them to be back. So
someone's rewatching season 1. Who is it?
I read it. Was it Victoria? Is it Victoria? I think so. I love it. I'm so excited. The only thing I'm bummed out about is that she's only doing a cameo, but Crystal's coming back as a cameo because she died. I'm like, what? No. But I'm super jazzed. I loved season 1. I thought that was such a fun one.
Definitely fun.
We've got Hierarchy, which is a Netflix one. It's going to drop all at once. So you've got that.
That's high school?
That's high school. It's only 7 episodes, which is a weird number, but yeah, it's the high school one. Let's see. I don't think I recognize any of these people. Oh wait, Ji Hae-won. What was she in? What did we see her in? Oh, My Perfect Stranger. I loved her in My Perfect Stranger. She was sweet. She was a fun character. My Military Valentine suddenly landed on my drama list as premiering, and it's got my favorite little nugget boy.
Right? This is Chloe adjacent, right?
Right? Yeah. I guess it was produced like years ago, and they're just now releasing it now. So,
really?
Oh, right, Amy B?
So
I mean, I
Kim
love
Min-suk plays a North Korean soldier.
No,
Is
I
that
think
right?
he plays an actor. Let's see. After decades of
Oh,
tension,
okay.
peace has been restored to mark the start, blah, 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 blah. Top South Korean star Lloyd heads to the DMZ to perform a concert. But a misunderstanding forces North Korean Special Forces soldier Baek Young-ok to step in. Fans
Oh,
capture their
she's
interaction and mistakes it for a romantic
okay.
moment. So they send him to the military, and she happens to be his commanding officer.
Oh
I'm
my
all
goodness.
in, y'all. It's going to be terrible, but I'm there.
You love him.
I love him, and I actually am super excited for her. She's our girl from Kairos.
Yes. Yeah.
And like
Is this
my
a Nuno romance?
about my stream, what was Caitlin? Your boy was in it. What was it? My Perfect Stranger is also in. Oh, okay. Oh, right. Oh, is that the dad, Caitlin? In My Perfect was that the dad, the second lead? I love the dad so much. Anyway, so I'm now kind of excited that that's gonna be my little rom-com for the time. I'm excited about that. Like, that was exciting. Wait, Steve Noah's in this. Steve Noah's in what? Hierarchy?
Wait.
Which one? I'm so confused.
Did you just pull it up?
Did I? Oh, okay.
Maybe it's a
What I will
cameo.
say is Lee Soo-hyuk is in Player 2, which I didn't know, and I about lost my
Oh, right. In yes. Oh my god. He
Oh,
just
the
had a great
Valentine
face.
one. Steve Noah's in the Valentine one? Really?
Holy cow.
Man,
Well,
they
that's
really
exciting.
produced this thing years ago, because that would be a much he would definitely. Oh.
Well, that's good because Pachinko, you saw all the news, right? It's going to drop
Mhm.
in August, late
Yeah.
August.
Yeah. Is he in it? He's in it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we've got My Sweet Mobster, which is showing up on Netflix, so it's all gonna I think it's all dropping. Nope, it's JTBC, so it's gonna drop weekly. We got this one. Marisa,
That
you're pretty
looks
excited about this
fascinating to
one,
me
right?
because what's their lead guy's name? Tegu?
Tegu?
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is his first comedy or rom-com because he is always the vicious thug, mobster, bad guy. Like he's got such a hard look with his face. So this playing against type, this intrigues me. I hope
That's
it's
gonna be
funny.
fun. And we got Kwon Yul, who's probably he cracks me up. I enjoy him quite a bit.
Mhm.
Okay, what else we got? Let's see. Who we got? Let's see. Can't wait. Where do you watch Burning? Oh, Burning Sun documentary is on YouTube. BBC. Miss Day and Night, which I'm super excited about, but they still don't have a streamer for us, you guys. I'm super bummed out about this one. This has got our girl Jung Eun Ji and Lee Jung Eun. So excited. Jen, are you missing
Oh, I love
Tarot,
them.
which premiered? No. What? I don't know about
Tarot.
Tarot. I am missing Tarot. Clearly. I
Ooh.
want to watch Tarot. What? Oh, I keep looking everywhere and I didn't get that one. Let's see. What is Tarot? All right. Hold, please,
Hmm.
Miss Day and Night.
Wow.
Oh,
Right. Okay, Dex is in this one. So for all of you who loved oh shoot, what was the name of the dating show on the island? Oh my god, you guys, my brain.
League of Universities, Zombieverse. Which one? Toy
Oh,
Soldiers?
it says it's a web drama.
Oh, that's
It,
probably why
it
I
says
didn't
it's a
show up.
web drama.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's pretty.
Um
Christ.
Dex. Oh,
Yeah.
he's a Navy SEAL.
Oh, God. Oh,
So
dear. Oh, dear.
yeah.
Singles Inferno. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All
Thank
right.
you. Yeah, so he was on Singles Inferno, and then he had his own YouTube channel. He's just very charismatic and yeah, and hot.
Nice.
The
All right,
guy's like,
we'll have to find where they're putting that one on the web to track him down. But Miss Day and Night is happening, and I'm excited for this one because I love Lee Jung Eun and I love
yeah,
Jung Eun Ji. And then
yes,
somewhere in the middle here we have Chae Jin Hyuk romancing them both. I'm really excited to see how they play this one out. So I'm excited for that. And then we've got
that sounds good.
lovely runner mom here, who is look at how magnificent she is. They frump her up so badly. It enrages me how bad they frump this woman up. Look at that. Look at her. She's magnificent. Let her shine, people. Let her shine. Day and Night's going to be on Netflix. Thank you, Caitlin. Every time I look, they don't tell me. Boo. All right. Cool. Excellent. I will update the calendar accordingly. Thanks, Caitlin. Yes, he was in Zombie Detective, Marco. He was the zombie in Zombie Detective.
Chae Jin-hyuk.
He makes me giggle so bad. DNA Lover, which we don't even have a poster for, but they claim it's actually happening. This one is, who is this? This is Chae Shi-won, Jung In-sun, Itaewon. Yeah, not really doing a lot for me, but it's TV Chosun. So
no, doesn't he plays an OBGYN? Is that the one?
Oh God, yeah, something like that. Genetic researcher who loves DNA decides to end her relationship with a playboy boyfriend and sets out to find a genetically compatible partner for a happy relationship. Who among the two men that Sojin meets, obstetrician gynecologist Young-woo and firefighter Kang-hoon, will be the perfect match? Okay. Sure. Let's see. All right. Let's see.
Okay.
Did you see in the last episode of Lovely Romantic? Oh my God, she had the purple lipstick and the tight, right? Yes. I loved her so much. Did you see her at the after party? All the footage they had of the after party? Like, she had that hair out and she was feeling herself, and I loved it. She was so spectacular. I loved her. All right. And then let's see, what else do we got? Bum, 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 bum. And then we got The Whirlwind, which just posted. This one is all politics, and I'm not sure I'm going to watch this one, but it's a Netflix, so it's a 12-episode drop on Friday the 28th, which is Kim Hae, and it's just about politics.
Politics, yeah.
Lots of politics. So that's our June calendar, y'all. What do you think? What do you think, Marisa?
Little light. Well, yeah, I can't say that. I can't. Well, it kind of happens every year, doesn't it? Around this time.
Yeah, Marco. June for me is catching up, right? Exactly. For sure, player. Yes. For sure, player 2. For sure, I'll at least check in on My Military Valentine because I love the two leads. The story might be a hot mess because it's taken so long to actually get it out. And Miss Day and Night. Those are probably the 3 that I'm super into as far as this list.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my God, right? K926. Like, listen, I already have enough politics going on in my life that I don't need to watch another. I don't need to spend my downtime watching politics, for sure. Right?
Very true. Could be a very hot and heavy summer here in the United States. So.
Right? Yeah.
Yes.
Europe, y'all. Europe. Oh, let's do it. Make sure you're all registered to vote if you live in the United States. Just make sure you're registered to vote. Okay, let's see. All right, you guys, what else? Is there anything else out there that we haven't chatted about, or any shows that we missed that you want? Oh, Frankly Speaking. Talk to me, you guys. Frankly Speaking. Is it, should I get back in? What's happening? I love the second lead. Everything else is, I feel bad. I liked him with Kang Hana.
How is she a comedy?
Good. I like her as comedy. Yeah, I like her a lot. The chemistry between the two leads just is not really working for me. I mean, not that it's bad. It's just like brother, sister, or like best friends. And that's adorable, but it's not. I don't want to spend my Wednesdays, Thursdays watching that.
Right.
Not really doing it for me.
Oh, well. Yeah.
But
we loved her so much in...
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was going to say, we just loved her so much in Bloody Heart. We loved her in Startup. Not super comedic roles, so,
No, she actually is pretty good at comedy. I actually quite enjoy her quite a bit in the comedy. But her chemistry with Joo Jung-hyuk, it's kind of popping. And they're like playing exes, which I get. And so I'm not against them. These two get getting together, but they're just like siblings. Like friend lovers coming, right? It's kind of like, I mean, sure, yeah. I mean, that's in the real world, that's probably a better match. But if I'm gonna, if I'm gonna watch it on TV, I guess I would prefer to have a little bit more spice. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Oh, Connection. I have not. I
Connection.
did not. The yeah.
Which
Are you
one's
watching that
that?
one? That one is the Ji Sung one.
Oh, that. He's such a
Really dope.
huge star that for some reason we're not really into.
I'm just not.
I don't know. But he does these big dramas, so I can see why this might be popular. I don't know. Do you like it? Is it good?
Yeah, is it should we
Um
let us know. Let's see. What are your
oh,
thoughts? You just duck it into you disliked it a lot. Oh my gosh, tell us more about why you disliked freaking Fairy Tale a lot. I need to know. Jenn doesn't like the male heat issue. Caitlin knows me so well. He just the man chews scenery like no actor I've ever seen. Like, oh my
but
God.
Andrea had a good idea. Just like she spent a month with Pak So Jun.
Oh,
I think this sounds like a good idea for the summer. Just like spend a month with whoever.
right?
Nam
I love
Joo-hyuk,
that. It's gonna
Pak
be
So
like
Jun.
a Puck So June. It'll be a
Oh yeah.
an E June July. Like I love it.
Yes. That
I
sounds
love E
good.
June so much, you guys, so much.
Yeah. Is
Oh, okay.
is anyone watching the reality show My Siblings Romance?
No.
Carol from KDrama's Musings got me into it. We had dinner when I was in Vancouver and she's like, "What are you doing? You're not watching it?" And I'm like, "Okay, I will." And then I got totally sucked in. So, if anyone's watching, the finale is next week.
Oh my God. Okay. Nice. Nice. Honestly, Connection. I know it's a dark drama with a lot of murder and
Oh,
drugs.
really? Oh,
That's all I
okay.
know. I thought,
All
all
right.
right, you guys. So we all decided it's a really good idea to have a theme month. So let us know in the comments what your June is going to be.
Yeah, that
I
sounds
think
good.
my June is going to be E June, y'all. I think that's gonna
Mm,
be it. Because after
mm.
I already blanked on the name of this show. Isn't that hilarious? It was just last week. After Revenge of the Seven
Oh, the Revenge of the
or
Seven. Yeah,
yes, after that one, I'm
yeah,
like, "Oh, E June." He already has signed on for a new drama, so I'm happy, but I think that's gonna be mine.
yeah.
Marisa?
I don't know. I don't know, but I'm seeing Godzilla -1.
Oh, right.
An actor I know did the English dub for
Ooh,
one of the characters, Mariko? I'm not sure. Which is the name of the Shogun character. But anyways, so my friend Elle did the dub for that, which is super cool. And I'm
listen.
really excited. Godzilla. I missed it when it was in the theater, so I will definitely be watching that. But in terms of June, I don't know. I need to pick a
Oh,
June actor, huh?
right.
Ah.
Mm.
Cool.
I
Yeah,
love it.
mm.
E June's new drama is also a makjang. Listen, Caitlin, I think after watching Revenge of the Seven, season 1 and 2 to its finale, I have proven that E June will get me to watch anything. Bring on the makjang, E June. Bring on the makjang.
Oh my
Oh, I do
god.
need to watch Shogun. I have not watched that, and it's got 2 more seasons coming. So that's gonna be my supplemental show that I'll be watching.
Shogun
Ooh,
is incredible.
ooh.
It's amazing. And it was shot up in Vancouver, which is,
Of course.
amazing. I
Are
love
they
that.
shooting season 2 and 3 up there as well?
I don't know. They just signed the deal with
Okay.
the executive producer who has also played Takanawa, the
Mm.
Shogun character. So
Ooh.
I don't know. I would guess. I would
Yeah,
guess. They
maybe.
loved it. There are all these videos of how much they loved Vancouver
Oh,
because
that's
they'd
great.
be on set and then they turn around because Vancouver's such a Pacific Rim city. Like there's so many familiar Japanese things there and food, but then like all of the other like Chinese, Filipino, Korean you get everything you want there and it's gorgeous.
Oh, it
So
is.
apparently parts of some of the Gulf Coast islands look like feudal Japan.
Oh, well,
So,
there you go.
there you go.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Love it.
yeah.
All right, so Sharvi's, June
Kim
is going to be
Ji-won.
Kim Ji-won. Excellent. My
Oh, My
Liberation Notes is
Liberation.
a solid, solid one. Oh, sounds
Hmm.
I love him.
Maybe a
Uh,
Sansakujin. That sounds good. I don't know if
oh,
I could rewatch My Liberation Notes
I
though.
don't know if I could either. But I do kinda have Sense8 teed up in my Netflix queue for a day that I'm just really, really I have nothing to watch. All
I'm
right,
telling
let's
you,
see.
the supercut, the Duna Bay Sansaku supercut.
I
Yeah.
desperately need that supercut. Anyone out there who knows where we can find that supercut? Let us know. Let's see. Caitlin was behind the scenes video how they cooked. Oh, very cool. Oh my God, of course. Yes. I'm convinced that if they would actually cook us actual, like, I don't know, I'm not going to get on that soapbox, Jen. Just step down, step off of the catering soapbox where you work. Okay. Sunset Koo, Mr. Goo. Yes. Love him. All right, you guys. Kunora Ki Ijun is one of my favorites. Yes. So good. I may have to just rewatch Bloody Heart. I mean, I just may have to do it. It was so good.
Yeah.
That one was good. I wish they would bring it to Hulu so we could all watch it together. Disney, come on, Disney Korea. Do it. Do it. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. It was so much fun. Marisa, always so good to hang out and chat with you about K-dramas. It's like my favorite thing to do.
Remember, sign up for our newsletter and you'll be automatically entered to win this book, and you will get a voucher for a mug. So yes.
It's going to be great. You guys, thank you so much. Thanks to everyone who keeps our channel going. If you enjoyed this and you want to see more, go ahead and hit that like button and follow us. And thanks, you guys. We really appreciate it. We love hanging out with you and chatting K-dramas. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Okay. We'll see what's going on then. Yeah. All right, you guys.
All right. Bye.